qua. Vediamo, dai, andiamo avanti. Ingresso del mondo nascosto.
A dead end?
No, there's an elevator. Looks operational.
È più semplice da arrivare. Vediamo come siamo messi. Allora, siamo arrivati a questo punto. Vediamo.
I can't believe there's actually an underground harbor here. There are even boats docked.
I only see Danans. Think they were forced to work here?
Probably. Let's see what they have to share about Almadria.
Concetto pesante. Allora, vediamo un attimo. Vediamo un po'. Una super nave, direi. Allora, vediamo un attimo. Anche se c'è già giusto. Che non ci fanno ancora.
You didn't happen to see a lord come by, did you?
Sorry, friend, but she just left. Came by with a whole posse of underlings, boarded her ship, and took off at first wind. We damn near got blown away. She was that much in a hurry.
Damn! So we missed her!
You guys trying to go after her? Need a ride?
Are you saying you know how to steer a ship?
Spent most of my life chained to the deck of some ship or other. Yeah, I know my jib from my boom.
We don't know how dangerous it'll be. Better you give us the boat and stay on solid ground.
Whoa there! You been out on the water before? The sea ain't nobody's friend, you know. You need a sea dog like me, or you'll sink her before she makes it out the harbor.
We're losing time. Sir, we're in your debt.
Now that's more like it. Name's Mahavar. Just give me a holler when you're all set, and we'll set sail.
Io partirei subito, perché ci fossero dei problemi. C'è qualcosa da fare qua? Sembra, io partirei. Ah, quello che partisse da solo.
This is like a dream come true. Never gotten to captain a ship before. Never would have thought I'd get a chance like this. Thank you, y'all.
The pleasure's all ours. Think we'll catch up to her?
Of course we will. They got too much weight on them. Meanwhile, this ship's carrying nothing but us salty scalawags. They got a good head start on us, but we can take them.
Do you know if there are any Danans on that ship?
Couldn't say for sure. On the one hand, seeing as it's supposed to be something of another castle, I'd reckon they probably wouldn't let a bunch of Danans on board. On the other hand, I'd be real surprised if the Renans were able to pilot that thing all by themselves. In any case, it's gonna be a while before we reach her. Till then, you're all free to do whatever. Just don't fall in the ocean.
I know Mahavar said we could take it easy, but there's not exactly a lot to do in this part.
qua si parla.
Do you think Law is okay?
If you're worried, why don't you ask him yourself?
Yeah. I think maybe I should apologize to him too. I should apologize to all of you, really.
Us too?
Well, I was kinda lying to you all this whole time. I was blind.
We all have things we'd prefer to keep to ourselves, Rinwell. So what if you had something to hide? It doesn't undo the good that you've done, or the people that you've helped save along the way.
But that's not what I mean.
I know. You're talking about Almadria, right?
Yeah. I hate her, Alphen. I can't stop hating her. Even just thinking about her makes my head feel like it's going to explode. But it's not just her. I think about the way Law looked at me. I hated the Lord who killed my parents. And I hated the Renans I had to travel alongside. And yet, Cyslodia's Danans backstab each other like it's a normal way of life. And Mahag Sar has people like Deadime. But then there are people like Law and Shion. It's all just too much. I don't know what to think anymore.
Law never said that you had to forgive Almadria. It's only natural you would hate your family's murderer. But
But what?
Law left home because of how much he hated his father. As a result of that, well, I think Law spent a lot of time thinking about how they never got to make things right. And if I had to guess, killing Ganabel didn't make any of those feelings go away. Law let revenge fuel him, and I think now he's afraid you'll do something you'll regret.
Afraid?
Whatever happens to Almadria when this is all over is up to you. I'll respect whatever choice you make. Just think it over carefully for me, okay? You still have time.
Okay. Thanks, Alphen. Say, back then, after the fight, I think I really made Shion mad. I don't know, though. Maybe it just looked that way. But I guess I just can't seem to understand how she feels. Do you know why she gets like that?
Shion's... She can be a tough nut to crack. She doesn't really talk a whole lot about herself.
It's just what she said about hate being a source of strength. Where did that come from? I wonder how it feels, not being able to hold another person's hand.
Vedere un po'. A me sto facendo delle prove, non vorrei che... Ok, andiamo a fare con Shion. Non cosa da dirci Shion.
Lean much further, you'll go overboard. Keeping an eye out for Almadria's ship?
I'm looking at the ocean.
The ocean?
Yeah. The waves. They help me think. This world is filled with natural wonders. The icy air and white peaks of Cyslodia.
The lush green glades of Menancia. The harsh wastes of Calaglia. But Menancia has its lake of death, and Nias its ruins. And they wouldn't be there if it weren't for that contest.
Say we actually manage to put a stop to the crown contest for good. What do you think will happen between the Danans and the Renans then?
You first.
Well, I want to believe that the coexistence we saw in Menancia can happen elsewhere, too. It's insane for all of us to keep fighting. If Menancia can do it, so can everyone else.
Yeah, I think that would be good too. A world where everyone can get along. At least, that's what I've come to believe.
You sure have changed.
I can't lie to you. Since I was young, I've looked down on the Danans too. But I've seen a lot. And I see things differently now. I've seen so many ugly and terrible things in this world. And yet, they didn't come from just the Danans. And the good things too. They didn't come from just the Renans. Kindness and cruelty exist on both sides. A person's race doesn't factor into it. So, I guess you're right after all, Alphen. I have changed. You know, I've never actually touched another person like this.
Shion.
Ever since I was on Lenegis, I've always been alone. Even after I came to Dana. Always.
And now?
Do you still not remember your past?
No. Sometimes it feels like I can almost remember. But then this mask stops me.
The mask keeps you from remembering why you have the mask in the first place. It's a little ironic, isn't it?
A little. Well, it won't be long now before you're rid of those thorns, you know? Only 2 lords remain. And once you have their master course, you'll be able to create the Renis Alma, right? Then you can... Shion?
Sorry, it's nothing. Promise. You're right, though. It'll all be over soon. I never could have made it this far on my own. I have everyone to thank for that. Including... especially you, Alphen.
Don't worry about it. We're friends, after all.
Yeah, we are.
I took a look around inside the ship.
Thanks.
You know...
When we tore down...
Yeah, I bet my old...
Yeah.
Ever since I keep... And heck, sometimes, but no matter how... And then there's... I stopped her from... I feel like...
You're not... Like, I think... How would...
Yeah, I think...
And that's exactly what you...
Alphen.
Zephyr's...
Sounds like a deal.
hold that pose long and...
Any artist who...
What can you tell...
Not as much as you'd probably wish.
Right.
It's safe to... Perhaps they see what's...
Even what I'll make... Has it real?
Not to my knowledge. And to a man...
So then why would I...
We must remember that it is a way to no one...
Is becoming the...
Of course, in that respect at least.
It's reassuring.
I worry...
If you didn't want...
You think too highly of me.
If that's... Why else would you turn your back...
A curious choice of...
What dead... Anyone who refused to follow him was an enemy in his eyes. 300 years of Renan rule taught him nothing.
What I have come to understand is that the conflict extends beyond Danon versus Renan. There is an... I mean to bring about a true, lasting coexistence in Menancia. But there are more walls we must topple first.
And you don't think you can pull it off?
Well, you seem to think you can, at least.
Does that make us enemies? Not good enough for you?
Are you really...
Ok, anche con lui abbiamo parlato, abbiamo fatto l'altro.
You don't look so good.
Quindi sta molto
The
bene.
floor.
I'm not the best.
As a lord, my expectations for...
Yeah,
You mean Deadime.
the whole... But then I met Shia. It's even...
It used to be...
Exact.
That said, you may be... I think...
Even if his motivations...
You don't understand. I remember I saw it in...
To hear Bayfon.
But as I guess what I'm getting...
But that...
Maybe not.
You have your promise to Miguel, though.
I know. And then...
Who, me?
You and...
Not sure.
Okay.
I don't know.
Well,
I really...
I think...
Ok, anche con lei abbiamo
How much
parlato.
longer it's going to be
Parla
before we
con
catch up to
una
him.
navale.
I'll ask Mom.
No, ce n'ho avanti. Nuova zona, cazzo. Forse si comincerà a combattere, ho parlato un pochino. Sì.
Look who's up! Good timing. We're closing in on her stern as we speak.
Bene.
That's the ship? She's huge. Law, go gather the others, will you? Think you'll be able to flank them without getting spotted?
Yeah, with the fog as our ally, I think I might just pull it off. Long as we ain't too noisy, we should be okay.
What'll you do if they catch on to us?
Not much I can do. Ship that size, they'll probably blow us to bits before we ready cannons.
E come facciamo? Salpiamo e andiamo dentro lì.
Persistent little things. Evidently, I shouldn't have spared the wretched vermin. Hungry already, my dear? Worry not, for you shall have plenty to feast upon shortly.
Ho fatto anche il ponte.
Perfect. You managed to get us right up beside them.
I'll stay with the ship so we can leave as soon as you're done.
Good.
Okay.
Then let's find Almadria.
Andiamo. Allora. Dai che c'è. La fortezza nobile. Interessante, Bello. Prima che si erano ancora sono tornate nel gruppo, ma va. Allora.
Shion,
Vediamo.
I want to thank you.
Quanto ti sto parlato? Quindi finiamo.
Now that's what I call...
Yeah.
For all we know,
We don't know that she was...
you think it... But what do you think? She'll be filling her...
I wouldn't put it past.
She's strong.
She's not the
Sounds like you've made up your...
It was
Yeah.
Ok, io ci sono un altro. Ultima maschera.
This might not be the best. That mask...
Yeah, thank...
Balsev's...
Shion.
You recalled...
Yeah, that's right. And again?
Only he who first faces the...
Come again?
It's nothing.
Ok. Proseguiremo nel prossimo video. Ciao a tutti.